Good morning, Cavaliers. I'm Sophia Soul.
And I'm Gabrielle Solomon. February has arrived, and with that, the latest edition of The Legacy.
We have an exciting lineup of stories planned that will inspire, entertain, and celebrate the beauty of self-expression. First up, we're taking you back in time to the 90s, not just with fashion, but with a vintage shop in South Miami. It's all about stepping into the spotlight and seeing yourself in a whole new light.
Then we'll explore a peaceful and ancient Japanese tradition making its way into Miami. It's a calming and beautiful experience you don't want to miss.
And finally, Henley will take us on a hilarious and heartfelt journey of self-discovery as he figures out who he truly is.
So stay tuned, we've got this and so much more
on The Legacy.
Sometimes all you need is a new perspective to truly discover yourself.
That's right, and for some women in South Miami, that means rediscovering the magic of the 90s with a modern twist.
Carolina Sesson has a story on how a vintage shop is bringing back these iconic portraits. Let's check it out.
At first glance, Turn Back the Clock feels like a time capsule, packed with vintage fashion, classic accessories, and forgotten trends, all waiting for a second life in today's world.
And clearly there's a lot of cool things in here that honestly, when I first walked in, I didn't really expect to see.
From bold prints to beaded gowns, each piece has a story, but inside this shop, the past isn't just worn, it's revived in a way you wouldn't expect.
Oh my God, this is gorgeous.
Hidden in the back of this store is something rare, one of the only places in South Miami still offering glamour shots. According to the New York Times, in the 1990s, glamour studios peaked at 380. Today, only 5 remain, but Rodriguez is determined to keeping the glamour alive. Once a popular photography trend of the 80s and 90s, glamour shots turned everyday people into stars, capturing their most glamorous selves in professional photo shoots. Today, that same magic lives on, with the owner making it happen for kids too, offering them a chance to feel like stars and creating lasting memories.
And the moment that I walked in here and had the makeover all done and finished, I felt like the best version of myself.
For owner Sebastian Rodriguez, this is more than nostalgia.
Like it makes you feel like, wow, I could look like that. And I think it's beautiful, and that's what I love most about the store, is that through clothes and through beauty, I love making women feel beautiful that come in here.
This makeover has made me feel like Zendaya. I'm so confident.
While the days of larger-than-life hair and feather boas might be long gone, Sebastian says the mission of glamour shots remain the same, making people feel confident in every picture. For Gables Live, I'm Carolina Sesson, reporting.
What an empowering story. Now, let's take a moment to explore something just as peaceful and profound, the Japanese tea ceremony. A tradition practiced for centuries is finding its home right here in Miami. Natsumi Kuro brings us the story of how this ancient ritual is creating a calming, meaningful experience for everyone who participates. Let's take a look.
Subtly, an ancient Japanese tradition is taking place in Miami, one mindful sip at a time.
The most important vision of a tea ceremony is peacefulness and harmonization.
According to Statistica, 82.2% of employees in Japan felt strongly troubled in their current working situation, leading to excessive stress and a toll on one's mental health.
After I retired from one Japanese company that I used to work for almost 40 years, my way of thinking changed completely. Peacefulness or more relaxation.
After a change in mindset, he was determined to share Japanese tea ceremony with younger, diverse generations.
I find fascinating the levels of complexity that it has and how varied it can be and how many temas there are. It's interesting to see, younger generations of, Japanese not, acquainted at all with tea ceremony. And it's funny because as a foreigner, you're fascinated and you go to Japan and it's like they don't know what you're talking to them about.
In collaboration with the Ichimura Miami Japanese Garden Festival, Kaji-san and his students are given the opportunity to share their artistry in the hopes to spark interest within people about Japanese culture.
Tea ceremony has many years, like 100 history, and it's all about how you serve, like omotenashi, which is like a hospitality. So bringing the culture to this garden we can share all this Japanese omotenashi with the local people.
But spreading Japanese culture has a deeper meaning for Kaji-san.
My great pleasure to teach them and to share our idea, and through that I can train myself as well. So tea ceremony is a very important activity for me.
For Kaji-san, it's not just a cup of tea. It's a beautiful process that has brought him peace and tranquility, which he is passionate to share with the community. For Gables Live, I'm Natsumi Crow, reporting.
Such a calming ritual. It's amazing to see how cultures can bring us peace and reflection. Now, before we continue, let's take a quick break and enjoy a burst of color and creativity coming your way.
Every masterpiece starts with a blank canvas and a little imagination. With Crayola, every color sparks a story. From the first doodle to your brightest masterpiece, your imagination leads the way. Crayola, express yourself. Welcome back. Now let's switch things up a bit and join Henley on a fun and heartfelt journey of self-discovery. Let's check it out.
I've been lost for years. I can't seem to find what I've been good at or what I love. Everything I touch is a disaster. So all I really think about is, who am I?
Henley, you clogged the toilet!
Mom, I'm filming! Sorry about that. Back to the story. I tried singing. You're on the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset. Even the cats hated that. I tried basketball. That obviously didn't work. Then I tried running away from my problems. I failed again. So lastly, I tried cooking. Yeah, never again. So, on a normal Saturday evening, I caught myself doom scrolling, and then I found it. Dancing has always been for losers. But TikTok dancing? That was a talent for champions. Dancing made me feel alive. I can finally express who I am. It gave me a sense of purpose, and it shaped me into the man I am today. But with that came a new problem. In the darkness of every move, evil growing in my body. I can't stop dancing.
Henley really gave us all something to think about. His story has me reflecting on my own journey for sure.
I couldn't agree more. This month edition truly highlighted the power of rediscovery and self-expression. From glamour shots to ancient tea ceremonies to Henley's heartfelt adventure, we've really covered it all.
Thanks for tuning in to this month's episode, and we can't wait to share more with you soon.
Until then, keep embracing your journey, and we'll see you next time
on The Legacy.